Hey, my Leo and Taurus babies, what's happening? Take two. Anyway, whew, this is Leo and Taurus sitting in a tree, Kissing for September, October. And I'm sorry, it's been a minute since I've done Leo and Taurus. What's with all the weird noise? Okay, anyway, my apartment building. Anywho, I've shuffled and cut the cards. So, feels like y'all have been going through some changes. I know I saw a tower. In this deck, I saw the Seven of Pentacles. See what we got going on. Thank you to everybody that has liked, shared, and subscribed. A reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. So, Leo, it feels like y'all are kind of feeling a little low in the energy department. Something's draining you. It could be work. It could be this relationship. It could be the kids. It could be all kind of stuff. But let's just get to the meat and potatoes. Seven of Pentacles came up. Yeah, y'all are going through some changes, it looks like. Get these little cards out here. So, your overall energy, the big cards, bottom, Ace of Wands is pulling the Ten of Pentacles. On the vice versa, that's the back end of that card. Ten of Cups, the back end of your overall energy. It's pulling the Nine of Pentacles. So y'all got Taurus on the brain. Y'all got Taurus on the brain. This is your job that's draining you. Leo, like y'all are trying to hold on to something. And the Nine of Pentacles up here on top of the Ten of Cups. Y'all are trying to be shrewd, trying to keep up with Taurus on the financial tip. But something else is going on. The Two of Wands pulls the Magician, the Judgment, pulls the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's the Queen of Cups, the back end of her. Okay. Knight of Swords. Oh, I get the story now. Yeah. Pulls the King of Wands. Wow. Okay. I'm listening to the story as I'm going. I'm sorry. Eight of Wands is pulling the back end of the Lover's card. As in letting go of illusions. Nine of Swords, your centerpiece, and your challenge pulls the Knight of Swords. That's interesting. Okay. The Hierophant pulls the Four of Swords. Seven of Pentacles pulls the Five of Swords. A lot of thinking energy right here. Page of Wands or Rods is pulling the Knight of Coin or Knight of Pentacles. Six of Wands is pulling the Two of Wands. Wowzers. Okay, so y'all are thinking, this is what I'm hearing, and this is going like 4 different ways, I don't know. But there's some jealousy between Leo and Taurus. Leo, I'm guessing it feels like Leo is a little peeved because despite all this chaos that we're going through from the outside world, the pandemic and whatever, Taurus has been able to pretty much turn their back on all of it and still keep their coin and keep grinding. And those of you that are new with Taurus is Leo, let me just say this. Most Tauruses, with the exception of me, who has a Pisces moon sign, so I'm just an emotional little creature, but most Tauruses are about their money. And we have the reputation as Tauruses that we do because despite our stubbornness, we use that stubbornness to just grind. That's what we do. We're not innovators and we ain't trying to create shit, none of the rest of that bullshit. We are grinders. You give us a project, we will break it down and get it done. We are not good initiators, but because we grind so much, you see you got pentacles on the front and the back end of your overall energy. So it feels like Leo's a little jealous of the money situation. I'm just saying, that's what's rattling around. Conversations and arguments rattling around in my head right now. And not understanding how Taurus has been able to maintain, because it feels like from here, y'all have not been able, y'all being Leo, haven't been able to stay so balanced in this unsettling and uncertain energy. But Taurus is holding it down. And it feels like y'all are just kind of looking at this like, how the hell? I know we just spent $2,000 on bills. How you still got another $2,000 left? It's that kind of energy, and that's what I'm hearing. On the back end of it, are you ready to change, Leo? Because it may be time to change up your thinking and how you're thinking about your Taurus. Just be mindful. Taurus is going through changes, so they're changing. I don't know what else to say. We all are changing, but Taurus has got a little more in-depth stuff going on with Uranus changing in the sign for 7 years, and that's supposed to be the planet of change, and da. I can tell you, most Tauruses on some level are feeling it, and it's not an outside thing, it's an inward thing. And so we're looking at things differently, how we work, how we love, how we live. And maybe some of this is being projected into your relationship, Leo, but you still like, how the hell? Trying to figure out that shrewd shit with Taurus. And again, Taurus is like, I didn't tell you nothing, it's mine. There's been a rift, and this probably, whatever little rift it was, predates this reading. This is only going back to maybe May or June, with the Hangman on top of the Two of Wands. This is your recent past. Yeah, you kind of back, whatever. It feels like I said, I saw the Tower a couple times, actually. I had to reshuffle another day. There may have been a Tower moment with Leo and Taurus back before the summer. There may have been some kind of falling out about money or property or both. And while Taurus kind of got over it to some greater or lesser degree, it feels like Leo just kind of festered in it and didn't let it go. And I know Leo's like, I ain't watching this to hear you talk about us like that. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing. And so you had to have a change of perspective on your relationship because you were feeling a lack of passion. And so that's where some of this distancing energy is coming from. It's almost like water in reverse, like it's moving the wrong way. That distancing, pulling away energy. Next to that, with the Queen of Cups sitting on top of the Judgment, is that just what I'm saying, that emotional energy, you got the backside of this. And so it's almost like you felt like something was pulling y'all apart. There may have been some thoughtless behavior or some thoughtless comments. But it really had you looking at your limitations, Leo, and what, get her on the right side, what maybe you are able to bring to this relationship emotionally. Because again, we're looking at the backside of old girl. We're not looking at her smiling face. Well, it's not smiling, but y'all get it. You got it. So it just feels like there was distance put here because of whatever else happened, and just things being said, petty shit, but everybody's angry. And this is kind of where it just, the lack of passion, almost just like y'all shut it down. Everybody turned their back on everybody else and just said, fuck it, we'll do what I'm doing. Next to that, with the King of Wands the back end sitting on the Two of Swords. Yeah, Leo, you may have been feeling repressed. That's the ass end of this card, the back end. And it's a depressing, repressed, suppressed, pick a word, energy where that distance made you feel like you were being opposed, opposition, and that you weren't able to fully express yourself for what it's almost like Taurus just shut you down completely. And just be mindful, conversations we're having, Taurus has really got their back to you. That's the Ten of Pentacles, but you got that side. That's up in your overall energy. And the Nine of Pentacles, there's the front side, but you got that side. So it just feels like Taurus is just like, I'm done. I'm not trying to have this conversation with you anymore. We had this conversation. I explained it. You didn't understand it. I'm done talking. That feels like where Taurus is. And Taurus is still doing what they do. And for some reason, Leo's like, why are you ignoring me? Why are you still able to just push through this and I'm over here struggling? Current energy. The Lovers on top of the Eight of Wands. And again, it's the back end of the Lovers. Even the Lovers card is giving you the ass up. Like, that's your energy. Wands, fire, and now the feeling now it's real. It's a real sense of settling. Like, okay, Taurus ain't got no holler for nothing that I'm trying to do. All I'm getting is the hand, the back of the hand, the back of the head, the back of everything. Taurus is not talking. And so in your current energy, it just kind of feels like Leo's like, fuck it. Okay, I'm wasting my time now because you're not even allowing me to express how I feel. And you still got it going on. And for some reason, I don't know why that's agitating you, Leo, but that's the energy here. Your centerpiece in your challenge. The Nine of Swords with the Knight of Swords on top. Talking about emotional burdens, anxiety. It's going to be your determination. Going to be your determination. That determines if you're going to get out of this situation or not. This is the Up All Night card the other day. But that Nine of Swords energy just got you up thinking questions. What did I do wrong? What can I do better? How come my Taurus is not talking to me? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's that kind of energy. It's going to be the effort and determination that you put into this, Leo. And it feels like Taurus may be feeling like right now you were just not giving 100%. And I'm going to just be honest. Here, tell you what I'm hearing. Taurus may feel like you're just whining and you're just complaining and you need to buck up and step up. And for whatever reason, this is irritating Leo. It's irritating you that they want you to just get over this. It may have something to do with family. It may, again, money and property. That's what's coming up. Car accidents, and one of the other, you had to use the other car and that car was in the accident. All that kind of stuff. And Taurus is just like, fuck all this. We just grind down. We'll get this if we just grind down. And again, it feels like Taurus is going, why are we still having this conversation? I don't want to have it anymore. All I want to do is eat dinner and go to work. I'm not excusing Taurus. I'm just saying that's the energy that's coming back here. At the end of the current energy, with the Four of Swords on top of the Hierophant, yeah, resisting tradition, lacking creativity. You have to call a truce. You have to, before you get to the end of this month, you're gonna, both of you, I'm talking to both of everybody. Now that Hierophant is Taurus energy, but y'all are gonna have to call a truce. Leo, and you probably are going to be the one that's going to have to step up and say, okay, baby, I know I did some fucked up shit. I know Leo does not like to say that. Leo is king of the damn jungle. They ain't hearing none of that shit. But Leo, honestly, if this relationship is as important to you as it feels to me, it might be time to call a truce. Which brings us into future energy with the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Swords on top. Okay, you're trying to create something that's going to last. Okay, and that, if I had to say it, that's a wine vineyard. That's a grape vineyard. And if you know anything about wine and the amount of time it takes to get one bottle to the store shelf, that is about long lasting work. People knew what vineyards went through, all the wine we waste and don't drink. That's a lot of work that goes into it. Good wine, bad wine, whatever. It's a lot of work. This is what you're trying to create, something of legacy of some sort, something that has some roots to it. So when you die, or when your Taurus dies, or whatever, somebody can look back and say, damn, they did the damn thing. That's where you are, Leo. You're big thinker, big actor, and that's how you're feeling. And Taurus is big grinder, big don't care about acting. And I think that might be the difference. Not that it's good or bad, but there's a point where you're going to have to compromise on that and not fear. It's right on there, the crisis. Because it's going to be, you've already upset the apple cart. Whatever went on back at the beginning of the year, whatever, that's already been upset. So now you can't fear the challenge of trying to make this. Not going to be no easy walk in the damn park. I'm just saying. With the Knight of Coin on top of the page, the rise is going to be slow going. I'm just saying, that Knight and coins is just drag on that big ass money bag in the back. Poor horse about to fall out. on top of the page of wands or page of rods, there's a new beginning, and it can be successful. But again, talking about security, it's going to be slow, and you're going to have to work through whatever little process you and Taurus need to work through. At the end of it, the Six of Wands and the Two of Wands sitting on top, there's victory here. Okay, we got it out of all the dark cards. There's victory here, but it's going to take some planning. And again, there's another back to me. The front end of this is about dominion, or what you preside and reside over, your home. It's going to take some planning to get it back together. I don't feel any termination energy right here. And I think if I look at the top card, the Two of Swords, talking about a balance of passion, I think this is what Taurus is asking for. Minus the lies and deceit. I'm just saying. And then when I look at what's at the bottom, yeah, some healing needs to happen. And Leo, you probably going to have to come up with an offer of some sort. You're going to have to put that right on that Four of Swords, a truce. You're going to have to come up with something. Taurus is not going to do anything, because Taurus, for the most part, is happy, minus whatever went on before all of this. Taurus is cool. They've gotten over it. What the hell? They want to just keep going. And that's probably the piece that's pissing Leo off, because Taurus is not stopping to have this moment with you. They grind it down. They're trying to stack up their paper. And that's literally what I see. Taurus, let me just put the thing in here. Eat the fish and leave the bones. If it don't belong to you, don't choke on it. Not going to resonate with everybody. I'm reading this from Leo's perspective. But it could be Taurus. It could be reversed. Don't feel that way, but it could be. So just know that part. But for the most part, this feels like Leo and Taurus is gone to work. And Leo is still standing in the kitchen with a coffee cup in hand, still talking about something that went on last year. And how come Taurus is not bending thine ear to Leo? And I don't think they're ignoring you, Leo. I think that Taurus is just done with it. They don't have anything else constructive to say. Expect the best. That's what it feels like. And you're just going to have some determination, but it's slow energy. Understand that. It's going to be slow. It's going to be slow going. But the blessings are there if you open the lines of communication. You're going to have to step to Taurus, Leo. I hate to say it, but yeah. Because again, I'm looking at the back of everything. The hell. You're going to have to step to Taurus and make the offer. And say, look, call a truce, time out, whatever. Yeah. Leo, you need to listen to what your Taurus is saying to you. Sound check. Back to basics. Well, these cards just don't fucking lie. Let's see what the rebel cards are talking about. Basics, sound check. Expect the best. Put that down there. I think that's where that goes. Put these up before I elaborate any further. So I'm not saying stuff over and over again, which I know pisses everybody off. That's all right. That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. I'm going to put that down there. Deal with your drama. Handle exes, old hurts, and unresolved shit. Just what the hell we've been talking about, ain't it? You're fucking stressed. You know this is you all red. Leo red. Massage, binge watch, chill. You're fucking stressed. Okay, so let's go through this before I finish up. Back to basics. Deal with your drama. Leo, deal with whatever this is about. The exes, old hurts, and some unresolved shit. That's what the hell I'm talking about before here. Deal with it. And that's what I've been pretty much saying. Taurus is done. So you need to clean up whatever little pieces of drama. I know y'all like it, but it's so important. Yeah, well, clean it up. I'm just saying. Handle whatever it is that you need to handle individually before you start talking to Taurus. Because Taurus is not going to entertain a whole lot of extra because they're done with this. And what you don't want to do is go to the next thing where now they're pissed off because you're still talking or dealing with something that in their mind is over. Now, if you want to have a constructive conversation about it, that's a different thing. You can do that, but you need to get after that. That project, that person, that idea is waiting. You need to go ahead and have that conversation. I'm going to put this there. Whatever it is hanging out with your Taurus. You need to go ahead and have that conversation, but in a constructive way. I don't know how else to say that. And then deal with the stress part. If you're stressed, Leo, maybe it's time to just take a step back. Take a break. That was one of the cards I saw in this deck. Talking about take a long break. Okay, well that's the first card in that deck. Do you. Step back. Step back. In no way do I feel like Taurus doesn't love you anymore. Taurus is just done with whatever it is. They're finished. You have a conversation. Listen to whatever it is that Taurus has to say because they have something to say about this. Probably about the whole situation now. So listen before you jump to conclusions or get upset or do anything else. Just listen to what Taurus has to say and then work from that point. Get back to basics. Maybe you've added too much of the excess. Or if this applies to Taurus. However, get back to basics. Let some of the foo-foo shit go and get back to the basics. And this could also be about scaling back on social groups or friend groups, a group you hang out with. Maybe it's time to step back from that. But get back to basics. Expect the best. You can't get the best if you ain't expecting it. If you're expecting the worst thing to be the worst thing, then it's going to be the worst thing. So expect the best. There's no reason, again, I don't feel, in this moment, I don't feel any termination energy. So whenever you're hearing this, I don't feel that right now, where you are in your relationship, but there's a puddle, a hurdle, a bridge, if you will, that needs to get crossed so you guys can move forward. It's all good. And I think Taurus totally gets that you melted out. They get that. You had this total meltdown, if that's what it was. Taurus gets it, but they're done with it. They're on doing whatever they're doing, and they're not trying to entertain just talking about something or complaining about something without trying to solve the problem, if there's a big enough problem there. And it feels like for some of you it is a big enough problem, whatever this was, that can be dealt with a little differently. Leo and Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I hope y'all have a good rest of the week. Love y'all. Bye-bye.